everyone, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my channel. I am sharing another beautiful routine day of my life. Weekend with kids and family, some cooking and also some fun time. So as it's weekend, kids are home and they wanted to enjoy some margarine and bread. Kids always change their breakfast, they want to eat different things every day. And nowadays somehow they are enjoying this olive spread. It's a margarine spread made with olive oil. Just spreading it over the bread. Same type of breakfast every day always makes you bored. And little change always bring excitement in their life. While I'm working in the kitchen, I try my best to keep on cleaning my counters. Later I prepared some tea for me and my husband. And for breakfast today I'm going to make some delicious potato parathas. It's been a long time I didn't make potato parathas and my husband requested especially yesterday to make some potato parathas. So today I think it's a weekend, so a good time. In a breakfast I'll make these delicious potato parathas. Potato filling can be made in so many different ways with so many different recipes and spices. I'll keep my recipe very simple and tasty. So here I'm boiling some potatoes. By the time potatoes were boiling, I decided to make some dough for parathas. So here I'm using Tesco plain white flour. Added some salt with the flour and kneading it with some warm water. As I'm going to fill these parathas with smashy potatoes, so it is good idea to make a dough little bit harder. Giving a little rest to a dough is very important. Either you are going to use the dough for baking, to make rotis or parathas. Giving a little rest always helps to make a well settled dough. So keeping it in a side as it's ready, let's go back to the potatoes. Hoping that potatoes are well tendered, I'm going to drain the water now. Now I'm gonna peel the skin off. So on the other side, I took some onion, green chilies and some coriander. So this is how I preserve mint and coriander. I wrap them in kitchen towel or some tissue paper to save them from extra water and moisture and keep it fresh for longer. By the way, this coriander is very old. It's around 3 weeks older, but it still have lots of life left. And this is my another way to preserve some curry leaves or some mint. It hardly gets sunny in London, but I want to dry my curry leaves and mint leaves so I can preserve them for longer. So this is how I preserve them. I took some newspaper or some magazine and put the curry leaves in each section of the magazine and just forget it for about a week, and after a week you can see they are completely dry. And it can be well preserved for very long time now. All of the curry leaves in each section of the newspaper are completely dry now. I'm just gonna take them out and save them in some jar. Curry leaves are well used in some bhagar and tarkas of some lentils with some rice, and it gives a very nice and aromatic flavor. They dried very well without any sun and air. Just keep them in newspaper for a week. Curry leaf, basils and this type of herbs come in big bunches and also a bit expensive, and we cannot use this much of herbs in just a week. So it's a good idea to dry these herbs and preserve them so we can enjoy the goodness of these herbs for a long time. I'm using some chopped onions. You can also use some spring onions. It's been almost 30 minutes and dough is really well settled. Potatoes are on right temperature. Now I'm gonna peel them very quickly. Potatoes are still very hot, so it's very easier to smash them. In the spices, I added some salt, red chili powder, pinch of turmeric powder, some roasted crushed coriander powder, and some roasted crushed zira powder or cumin powder. Added some finely chopped vegetables, coriander, onions, and green chilies. Very easy and delicious potato stuffing is ready to go in the parathas. Sometimes I also stuff my parathas with leftover vegetables. You can also use the same stuffing for potato samosas. So let's begin to make some delicious parathas as dough is really well settled. People who keep on watching my videos know already that I use medium flour to make paratha and chapatis. But especially for parathas, sometimes I use this white plain flour. It gives you really pleasant looking parathas. Most of you must be really expert in making loaded parathas. And people use different techniques to make parathas, like they make one bowl of dough, roll it out and put lots of stuffing in the same dough and roll it out again. But I pick my easiest way, so that I roll out two different chapatis, load them with lots of potatoes, put them together so they can stick well, and then roll out gently. So this is the easiest way for me to make stuffed potato parathas. And also you can use the same potato stuffing to make potato cutlets along with the parathas. I wonder why I'm using this fork to stick the parathas together, which I really don't need, as dough is already really soft to stick together. So time to cook. My pan is already too hot. I'm using iron griddle. So griddle must be very hot before you put any chapati, roti, parathas, because otherwise it will stick over the griddle and your paratha will be ruined. So it's just on right temperature. I'm putting some oil. You can also use butter or pure butter ghee instead of oil. Saturated fats like solid fats, butter and ghee is also good for your health. I think I need to make a separate video to discuss all types of fats like saturated fat, trans fats, unsaturated fats. What are their benefits, how much you can use, what are the recommendations. But for now, I can say as long as you are healthy, you are active, you are doing your exercise, little fat is very good for your health. So this crispy crunchy paratha is almost done. So we're gonna enjoy these parathas with some leftover lentils and with some homemade pickles. So we made this pickle using these carrots, green chilies and some spices. So tempting and delicious. As weather is really good for outside playing, so kids went out in the garden to play. And we also put our birds in the garden so they can enjoy some sunlight as well. Sunlight is also good for the birds, for their health, and they are really happy as well. So Alhamdulillah, fulfilling and delicious breakfast is done. Kids start playing. And later I'm going to clean up my kitchen and then I'm gonna start to prepare something for dinners. Hoping you're not bored from my video. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.